Enough about all that. Let's watch the movies.
Yeah, what do we got today? What do we have? What's going on?
Well, let's watch this movie.
It's right there. Ryan's Babe. All right, so this is Ryan's Babe. This is the road movie that doesn't know where it's going.
Oh, man.
Classic boner road comedy. What was the end-all boner road comedy with Tom Green in it? Was it just called Road Trip?
Yeah.
Videonomicon proudly presents for the first time on DVD RedLetterMedia's road trip cult classic, Ryan's Babe.
We all know about it. Classic.
Cult classic, right up there with Wacky Horror. A good heart and bad luck will get you nothing but trouble. That's what Ryan discovers the hard way. Like a boner.
Yeah. Yeah.
When he thought hitting the road would solve all of his problems, instead it was just the beginning. Ryan, Bill Levasseur, from The West Wing.
Oh!
From getting carjacked at gunpoint, being mistaken for a mobster's son, to a run-in with cheerleaders intent on vigilante justice.
Wow.
Ryan barely escapes one mess before landing in the middle of another.
Oh, boy.
Oh, you can't win. Finally able to go home, Ryan... Whoa. What?
No, just I was wondering where he was going. Because it's a road trip movie.
Usually you have a destination.
Going from a place to a place. And I hadn't heard until he said right there to go home.
Well, he's going home.
Yeah, from where?
From where? Or to where? Did he go somewhere and then go back home?
What? What? What?
What?
What?
Wait.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait.
What?
But what is this?
What?
Where are we now?
Wait, what is happening?
Wait.
What? But why? Oh, God.
What?
What's happening?
Why not just leave him there?
Leave him alone! Wait, what?
What?
Where is he?
What? Who? Huh?
What is going on?
What is happening? Why? Where? How did we get here?
Go home now.
But what?
What?
What? Wait, what?
Why is this happening?
What? How?
What?
He doesn't even look like he gives a shit.
What?
Are you okay?
Just don't leave me.
Ryan's Babe. We're gonna talk about Ryan's Babe now.
Thank God it's not me.
No, this is Rich Evans.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You do that to me?
Before you talk about it though, can we talk a little bit about our decision to watch it?
It was just a wild card.
We expected road movie boner comedy.
I mean, you look at that cover.
Look at the cover.
Look at that cover.
Comedy thriller. The f does that mean?
It's a comedy thriller.
It should
Comedy
be
thriller.
comedy thriller.
Yeah.
Or comedy thriller?
I'm pretty sure, like,
Whatever they describe it as should end in question mark.
Hey, you want to go for a beer?
okay.
You're buying. Wait. Come on, let's go.
Rich, explain Ryan's Babe.
How am I supposed to explain something that has no noticeable structure?
Start from the beginning.
Okay,
and go where you go.
No, let's explain it. And before we talk into how like nonsensical and weird is, like as it went along, we kind of understood it a little bit better.
Yeah.
So explain like
here's-
basic story before we get into the weirdness.
Just the basic story is there is a man named Ryan. Mm-hmm. And when we first meet him, he's driving down the road and a woman takes him hostage.
Go!
And then they're just friends.
I'm Sally. That's not my real name.
Ryan.
What's happening?
You want to kill me? We should be there by 10 o'clock in the morning. morning.
So now they're just friendly?
Let's get going.
This is the quickest case of Stockholm Syndrome I've ever seen. And then they have a pleasant dinner.
Son-in-law of the late senator was taken into
Why
custody.
is there a TV directly in front of their table?
Evidence suggests it was Westgard who heavily drugged his wife Krista, the senator's daughter, to implicate her in the murder of her mother, so he could inherit the Adamson family fortune.
And then she hears on the news that she's innocent of the crime she's been accused of. And then she just lets him go. So what do they say that has her so upset? She's no longer a suspect?
she's no longer a suspect.
She didn't kill her mom, so everything's
good.
great. Cool, but yeah, he's trying to get out of the movie.
It's his car! What?
We're not even 10 minutes into the movie.
You stay with me, please.
What is happening? And then he drives some more and he meets somebody else and something wacky happens. And then he gets kidnapped by somebody and then he goes somewhere else and then he gets a job, meets a woman. And then 3 months have gone by. And then the woman drugs him and rapes him. And then he's an exotic dancer. And then he goes somewhere else. Then he has lunch. And then he goes somewhere else. Then his stalker has lunch with his mother. And then he goes somewhere else. But in the meantime, he's at the Grand Canyon. And then he goes somewhere else. And then the movie ends.
But Rich, what's his relationship with his stalker?
He doesn't care how much he hurts me. He just doesn't care.
Oh, he's completely indifferent towards her until he decides he loves her.
I love you with all my heart and soul. I'm committed, willing, and ready to do anything for you, Ryan. Why are you so polite and indifferent?
This is a movie about Ryan and his wacky road trip of doom. And then
Cult classic.
Wacky Road Trip of Doom is the best way to describe this movie, Rich. That's perfect.
So the movie obviously opens with a man about to murder a woman in the woods.
I'm gonna have some fun, Missy.
In our boner comedy? I would say no hints that the movie's supposed to be a comedy, but I don't think there's any hints that the movie's supposed to be a comedy the whole way through.
No, because it's not a comedy.
It's not a comedy.
Her security guard tries to murder her.
Not on her side.
And then she turns the tables on him.
Yes.
And flees out, and that's where she meets up with Ryan, and she carjacks him.
Ryan, who we don't know who he is, we don't know anything about him at this point. She just gets in his car. I assumed that this was going to be about them like forming a relationship.
Yes!
But that's just like a little anecdote.
The setup is clear from here, right? I mean, she's taking him by gunpoint. All right, he's gonna be her hostage, but they're gonna go on adventures together. And you know what? They're gonna get close. They're gonna
what it
learn
reminds
about
me
each
of?
other.
Does anybody remember the movie The Chase with Charlie Sheen?
Yes.
That's what this is.
That's what it.
No, that's what it feels like.
That's what it was going to be
Yeah,
for
it
that
starts
5
off
minutes.
It's
like
like
with that
Charlie
idea.
Sheen, he kidnaps Christy Swanson, and then they form a bond, and
Yeah.
you realize that, oh, there's more to him than we thought. He's
Yeah.
not just a thug.
But it's super accelerated because we thought there would take some time there.
No.
The thing is, the movie
next
already
shot!
No, listen.
The next shot, they're
Rich,
friends.
wait.
She hears that she's innocent, and she lets him go.
Well, and then it turns out that she's completely inconsequential because then she's out of the movie.
Forever.
Forever.
The movie.
She leaves him a nice note first that he reads right before the mafia mistakes him for another mafia boss's son and kidnaps him.
But because they think he's a mafioso son, then he leaves the mafioso son in a truck and ends up on the side of the highway, which leads him to his next misadventure where he gets picked up by a truck. Where it's like
none of it really matters.
nothing matters.
None of it really matters.
Nothing
But so I
really
want to go. I want to
matters.
stop back to it because we start basically in the middle of like at the beginning of Act 2.
You can't-
And then we have to circle all the way back around.
You can't
because-
analyze this like acts.
Yes, I can.
You
No.
explain it by detail. I'll come back. I'll be back in an hour. And then when you're still talking about the third segment in the movie, I'll be coming back.
The
I'll
third
sit down.
segment, which is the 42nd act, which leads into the 22nd act, which leads into the third act.
You're in charge, man. You deal with it. You deal with that. I don't need this in my life. You think I need Ryan's babe in my life?
do, Richie.
Think I want
You
to
wouldn't shut up
explain
about it.
the Inception flashback within a flashback within a flashback?
We haven't even got to that.
Talk about that?
Before we even know what's happening. We're still with the woman that holds him hostage, and then we cut to a flashback of him and his bike getting run over. And we're like, where are we?
Tell her to off.
Now you lost your girlfriend too?
Go away.
Are you okay?
Just please leave me.
Do you remember when he was kidnapped?
I don't remember why.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Wait, what? Oh, she faked it?
wait.
Is that what's happening?
No, is this a
No.
flashback within a flashback?
I think it's yeah.
Whoa, what?
I think that's him when he's a kid.
What? Oh, wait.
And he's remembering when his bike
Got run
over, and that gives him sympathy for the girl.
And then she steals money because she's crazy to buy him a bike.
Hey Ryan, look what I've got. Wow.
I think what the movie is trying to say is that Ryan is enabling her
Yeah.
by being like, oh, you fixed my bike, thank you, we're gonna be friends, and then he leaves without a...
Wait, Ryan, I want to ride too. Ryan.
I think it's supposed to be that he's like kind of enabling her like weird relationship with him. It does it so poorly that it just comes across like she's obsessed with him and he's dismissive of her.
I mean,
She
no
is
mistake.
obsessed with him.
She's toxic. She's awful.
He's just trying to go out on a date with his girlfriend, and then she comes by to get in the way.
Yeah.
And then we flash forward, because it's already in the flashback, to him on a date with his girlfriend, and then she comes by on her bike to try and interfere with the date.
And she goes
And then
through-
she gets hit by a car, and then we flash forward, but it's still not forward enough that we're not in a flashback, and she is trying to commit suicide.
She took a bunch of the sleeping pills. Take her to trauma.
What is happening?
Wait.
Obsessed stalker girl tries to kill herself.
In our boner comedy road trip movie,
The cover for this movie.
a lady attempts
commit
suicide.
Ryan! Is Ryan there?
There's no one here.
No one loves you.
Oh, well, and then her dad discovers what's going on.
I want to see my little girl. He's somewhere in the city, and I'm gonna find that son of a...
No, Bill.
The best performance in the film.
Oh boy.
Is there an Oscar for ADR?
Your boy drove my little girl to kill herself.
Now my son will
I don't
never.
need no lectures. Now get up before I throw you out.
Remember in the room that one line where the mom's like, I have cancer, not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole movie.
That's the funny thing is we watched the interview after with the director, and he talks about how like, oh, we shot for the sake of like, you know, keeping the production going along. We shot the whole movie without sound, and we dubbed it all later, which is
explains a lot.
It's not horribly uncommon. It's usually done better.
I'll have another one, Jim. No more today, Bill. Please escort this gentleman to the door.
Wait,
Whoa.
what? What? He just said two people's lines.
He did. I'll have another drink. No, you're cut off. Like that all happens out of the same mouth.
It comes out of the same mouth. And then there's like, and then there's just lots of really weird dialogue.
Hey, Ryan, I've been looking everywhere for you. I knew you'd be here.
It should be pointed out that the writer and director is an aged Indian man.
No, the writer-director is an alien. He comes from the same planet as Tommy Wiseau and Neil Breen.
Yes.
They've all come to Earth to make American movies, and they don't know what they're doing.
Oh, they really don't, and they go for it 100%.
Yeah, I wonder if this would be funnier on second viewing, because first viewing, we were mostly just baffled.
Yeah.
Like, I looked over at Rich, and it was like the exact same reaction you had to Faust when there was, like, gross body horror happening, where you're like...
But with less behind it, we're just like, ah.
Well, it's like we haven't, and I don't even know if this is something that we can vocalize. There is such a lack of internal logic to the movie. Why Ryan gets from point A to point B is never explained, makes no sense.
Well, the whole idea is that he leaves Saskatchewan because the father of the weird stalker suicidal girlfriend wants to kill him.
I'm gonna find that. Kill him.
But I'm still gonna find your son of a and kill him. The minute I see that son of a, I'm gonna kill him. When I find that son of a, I'm gonna blow his head off. When I find that son of a, I'm gonna blow his head off.
There's no overarching goal. He's not trying to get anywhere.
Yeah.
He just leaves and random things happen to him.
Oh, by the way, keep the sweater.
It would be great if he was like trying to accomplish something while all this wacky stuff happened to him.
Yeah, there's no...
I've got to get here.
Right.
That's
And
it.
all these wacky complications get in the way, like every road trip movie ever.
That's all. You need one line.
I've got to get to my sister's wedding.
He's working at a restaurant.
What? What?
No, the
Just to
movie
go.
just stumbles into a storyline that starts to blossom, and then the movie then stumbles out of it,
Yeah,
just completely
'cause
forgets it exists.
And there's never a payoff for any of it. It's just this part is done.
He's fine. He doesn't even look like he gives I'm trying to catch up.
Well, the other running theme is Ryan being drugged. Ryan gets drugged 5 or 6 times throughout this movie. He either gets a needle that makes him pass out, or he gets like a roofied. Yeah. He hitchhikes. He gets it in a truck with a guy, a truck driver, who roofies him.
I know that. I'm sorry, but the guy looked like my kid brother Billy. Just couldn't leave him on the side of the highway. Oh, for sake. But don't worry about it. I put the baby to sleep. Hey, buddy.
Wait, he drugged him, but the drug only lasted 5 seconds?
They'll take care of you.
And the guy says, all right, get out. And then Ryan starts working at a gas station diner.
Hey, guys, look. That's the guy that attacked Jenny on campus. It's totally him.
Wait, what?
Look at him. That's the guy.
That attacked Jamie?
Here you go, dude. It's not much, but, well, it's a place.
And now he's getting an apartment? What?
Where is he? He decides to get an apartment some completely random place that he just started working in a diner at that day for no reason.
And then
he just walks into a diner and says, "Can I work?"
He didn't walk into the diner. We didn't see him walk into the diner. He just works there now.
You don't even know how long he's worked there. You never know that.
That's just his life.
Yeah.
That's just where he is. So these women say
the universe in this movie just decided he works at a diner now.
And he gets an apartment from I think the guy who hired him at the diner.
Sure,
but I'm not entirely sure. So he goes to this apartment which is kind of furnished. Again, there's a bed, and
but
so
then those girls from the diner show
They
up.
break in and they're like, "Hey, mother!" Hit him with a frying pan.
Well, for no reason, they're wearing cheerleader outfits
and masks.
Well, they also drug him because that's the other running
because
theme.
you got to drug him.
Because they want to cut his dick off.
We should cut his off, and then we hang it here. When he wakes up, he'll see the hanging. Who's he gonna tell his story to? The police?
Jenny's on her way over. We should probably wait for her.
Fortunately, they have the presence of mind to bring in the rape victim before they cut his off.
And she's like, "Whoa!"
It's the wrong guy! That guy had like a half an inch of hair when I tried to grab it. There's no way he could have grown this much hair in 2 days. Lucky he didn't cut his
What do we do? Come on, guys, what do we do?
Why don't we take him out of state and dump him in the mountains?
Why not just leave him there? You were wearing masks! He doesn't know you! What is happening? You don't know him!
He's at the Grand Canyon and he says, "Well, I guess I'm here now. I guess I'll find another job."
And then he befriends a prostitute with a small child.
Yep.
And then this is and then. What is this? What's happening?
$1,000. Hey, look. Okay, I was up there. Great. You mean you won? Right. $20,000. Great.
What is this, the lottery? What is happening?
Well, listen, come with me.
Where are you also? Are you at your bar? Did you win $20,000 at your bar, the bar you work at? Also, your girlfriend is breaking up with you and is a hooker and doesn't like it and is having an abusive time. Like, what?
What is going on? What is happening?
you're expecting like a setup and payoff thing. The scene starts and he goes, "I won $20,000,"
and then he goes to an office where they give him $20,000.
And then he gives us $20,000 to the prostitute that he just met.
Well,
because she needs to go back
her
to school.
Took her and her daughter hostage off camera.
And he killed himself in the apartment off camera. So these characters are traumatized for life. This girl.
This all happened in the space of a minute.
As we're talking about this, I'm like, this didn't happen.
Yeah.
This isn't a movie.
Yeah.
We didn't see this.
This all happened.
But it did happen. It's real.
You know, this situation's a little bit crazy for me. I have to go home and get into a relationship with my stalker.
Well, no. But before he does that, he says, you know what? This is pretty fucking crazy. Like, you're a prostitute and your husband just got murdered by the cops. Yeah. I'm going to go be a stripper. So I'm going to go be a stripper. Wow, that worked quick.
Everyone must like you.
Wait, what?
They drugged him.
They drugged him and put him in her room?
Yeah.
So this old lady raped him?
That's what it looks like.
Just like Mike. He asked me to stay around until after she was married. It's the only thing he asked me before he died.
And you...
Who are you?
What happened?
How did I get here?
Is this supposed to be a sentimental scene?
Yes.
Is this supposed to... I don't get what any of these scenes are.
I better get going.
No. Hey, cowboy, you're in no condition to go anywhere. Let's just get some rest, okay? I both need some rest.
That was insane. That right there was the most insane part of this movie. Like the sentimental conversation after she drugged and raped him that he was okay with.
Yeah. Oh, and she's giving him money. Okay. So the end of the movie, Ryan leaves whatever dumb bullshit he's in and decides that he loves the
God.
He decides he wants to enable the suicide girl.
Listen, don't hang up. Okay, I'm gonna be home in about an hour. Stay there, okay? I'm coming home for you, babe.
She's Ryan's babe.
Of course she's Ryan's babe because
Jack, she's always been my babe.
crazy.
Their entire relationship is incredibly unhealthy. And I thought that was going to be the purpose of the movie is like she has a psychopathic obsession with him to the point where she's willing to steal, injure herself, injure people around her just for him.
Like his experiences with other troubled women have made him realize that emotionally he needs to keep his distance from this woman.
Sure. Or maybe like on her end, like she's learned like, oh, I took it too far. I've acted inappropriately.
Yeah.
Let's maybe just be friends or start over.
Yeah, it's a portrait from top to bottom of bad relationships.
Well, you know
The
what?
message is, you know what? If you're if you know someone that's really like creepy and unhealthy, just give them a chance.
You know what? She will do anything for me. Yeah, I guess that's pretty good.
That's true love. At the very least, we don't get the scene with them like embracing at the end.
Sure.
Because Ryan is
Because
a
we get it
idiot.
ends.
Because Ryan is a fucking stupid motherfucker.
He's gonna say no this
Learned his
time because he's
lesson.
learned his lesson. And you, Ryan. You and your fucking Canada.
And this is the perfect fucking spot for a great joke. To just pull up and say, hey, you're in trouble? Pshoo, bye.
I've learned my lesson.
I learned my lesson about getting involved with strangers.
Oh, yeah.
Guess who didn't learn
He didn't learn anything.
I'm gonna go walk into the other room briefly just to see if something insane happens.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Something insane is gonna happen.
Oh, wasting cigarettes.
Something
why did you
insane
do
is
that?
gonna happen, Rich.
Something insane is gonna happen.
Does the movie know that you're about to leave?
Something insane started to happen. Something insane started to happen.
Yep.
As soon as you left, the movie knows.
You know, I think I figured it out.
Really?
I think this movie was made by NASA.
Okay.
I'm
listening.
This is like they took about 20 different movies and put them in a vacuum chamber and sealed them all up for like the astronauts to consume in space. Because you just take all these movies, you just suck all of the details and air out, you compress an entire movie into a 2-minute vignette.
Oh.
And then you just get them all on one DVD so the astronauts can bring them all up to the moon.
We get a hostage movie, we get a love story, we get a Magic Mike-esque strip club sequence.
If we just let this out in the air for a bit, it's going to expand into about 20 different DVDs.
Just add a little water.
my booze.
Don't be so superstitious, all right? Don't listen to her.
I don't like this car. I don't like this color green.
I like the color green.
It's blue.
I like your car.
That is a blue car.
Oh, it's got a new engine to spring and runs well.
I feel like we've hit another level.
It was like discovering. It was like a scientist discovering a new life form, a new species, and then after that being like, oh, that's a turtle. I've seen a turtle before.
Right. And it's like, oh, that's a kind of a weird looking turtle, but it's just a turtle.
No. I've been to outer space and back, and now I'm at a McDonald's.
This is life on Mars.
Yeah. I think what I said while we were watching, maybe it was while watching Demon Warp, because we were talking about Lord of the Rings off camera earlier, and I was like, it's like the end of Return of the King when they go back to the pub. Nobody around us understands what we've been through.
They'll never know. We can never explain it.
We're changed. Some wounds will never heal.
Yeah.
That's this movie. This is Mount Doom, and this is going back to the little Hobbit community.
And it's nice. We all feel the warmth, but we're just not the same people.
Not the same. It doesn't have the same effect on you.
I really feel like after this, and Surviving Edge Weapons, I feel like we're really winding down the shows.
So what you're saying is this is the last episode of Half in the Bag that we'll ever do, or Best of the Worst. Whatever show this is.
This is the last episode of Half in the Bag.
You know what? I'll say it. This is the last episode of Half in the Bag I'm ever going to be on. I'm done. I quit.
Glad to be with you, Samwise Gamgee. Here at the end of all things.
Okay, so we've reached that point. I'm taking it over from you.
Oh. No, you're not.
Oh.
Buddy, come on.
What are you doing?
I was getting to the wrap up.
The opportunities were given to you, Jack Packard, and you
I gave you your
refused.
Wasted your chance.
Refused.
All right.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, really?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
Okay.
You waited too long. So here's our 3 movies. Rich, best of the worst.
Ryan's Babe. It was.
Don't you feel weird saying that?
I do, but it was a wonderful kind of confusion that kind of left me on the edge of my seat.
Yeah. Well, Josh.
This is hard.
Is it?
The long-standing credo is most entertaining for whatever reason. I was not entertained by this movie.
Okay.
Even though it was so blindingly weird that it had my attention, but I wasn't entertained. I was mostly infuriated.
But I do feel after watching Ryan's Babe and then finding out that the babe attempted suicide.
Was that the babe? We still don't know who the babe was.
That was the babe. Yes, Jay, he was going home to get her.
To the babe.
That's
he
the
met
babe.
multiple babes, though.
She's the only babe that lasts the whole film.
She's the ultra.
You know the one who stalked him, is creepily obsessed with him, and tried to commit suicide?
What a babe.
That's the babe.
She's the one.
All right.
It needs to be framed. It needs to be put in a museum.
Yeah. I'm also gonna go with Ryan's Babe.
Yep.
Ryan's Babe is up there with on the back. There's some Canucksploitation.com compares it to The Room. I would also compare it to The Room. I think it needs multiple viewings to really, because like when we were watching it, we were just like, what the?
Yes.
But now we know what we're getting into. I feel like it might be funnier on repeat viewings. The dialogue is so weird. The situations are so weird. Everything about it is just so, like, the best bad movies, it feels like it was made by an alien. They're all made by foreign guys.
Except Neil Breen.
Doctor.
Oh yeah. Oh, we didn't even mention that. This guy's a PhD. But yeah, no. Ryan's Babe is one of the most baffling things we've ever done on Best of the Worst. Yes. And so for that, I got to give it to Ryan's Babe.
Also, special notice that this is a fairly recent movie made in the 2000s.
2000.
Yeah.
It's heartwarming to me when we find something that's more recent, because that just means we will never ever run out. They will.
It still happens.
It still happens.
Yeah. As recently as 18 years ago.
Yeah.
And it could be happening right now somewhere in the world. We don't know.
It almost certainly is.
It was overall an entertaining night. Ryan's Babe, though, like, that brought us to a new, that was like the end of 2001.
When I find that son of a, I'm gonna blow his head off.
Hey, Ryan, I've been looking everywhere for you. I knew you'd be here.
I'll have another one, Jim. No more today, Bill. Please escort this gentleman to the door.
I don't
Never.
need no lectures. Now get the hell out before I throw you out.
I love you with all my heart and soul. I'm committed, willing, and ready to do anything for you, Ryan. Why are you so polite and indifferent?
Ha 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 ha!